going on, guys? Just a quick channel update. I've got some good news and bad news for you. The good news is the PDP is gone. The bad news is the 509 is also gone. Let me explain. I don't know where you are in your gun journey, but I think I've reached a point where I'm tired of like trying to make things work. I just want for things to work. Just do the basic stuff for me. And I really tried with the PDP. There's not one thing, and I can see the comments. That's of course if YouTube doesn't, keep these videos from your eyeballs. I can already see somebody say, well, what about training? I don't think you've trained hard enough with it. That's fine. I'll take that. You're right. But I think I tried everything possible with the PDP to make it work for me. And it just didn't feel right. I think I put the Talon grips, changed the back straps, got the Floyd's magwell and base pads, changed the recoil spring, the guide rod, which helped in terms of, the recoil impulse and all that stuff. But there was something about just the grip when holding the handgun at its, normal state, just getting your master grip on it felt great. But the moment I started to shoot, it felt like my support hand just, not that it was coming off, but I couldn't get a good, firm or consistent grip, I would say. Not a firm, it was firm, but it was not consistent because I felt like my shooting hand placement, I don't know how to explain that. It just did not work for me. It felt great in the hands until I started shooting. And I was like, you know what? I've tried so hard to make this gun work for me. I threw a bunch of stuff at it to make it work. It just didn't. So a few hundred coins later, I just decided to, part ways with it. And if you've watched my channel or been subscribed for a while, you know that I've always said that if the M&P 2.0, at the time I got the PDP, if it had the front serrations and the trigger that it comes with right now, it would have been the gun. Well, when the opportunity presented itself, let's just say I couldn't pass up on the offer. I had to grab this thing right here, man. I couldn't help myself. This thing is just something else, and it's already been cleared, so we're good. All right. I could not say no to this, and this is why I'm saying good news. The PDP is gone. It's thanks to this. All right. Yeah, and of course, I had to give it the M&P treatment. Got the Floyd's magwell and base pads on it, so these are +2, so I'm getting 17 round in this small package. The grip texture on this thing is amazing. It's like while I'm holding onto the gun, it's holding on to me. I don't know how to explain it, but it's amazing. And if you remember, I never bought a holster for that PDP because I never saw myself carry it. In this case, I didn't even think twice. The moment I picked this up, I also went and got a holster for it. So this is a TRX Arms. I'm forgetting what this model is, but anyways, it's the one without the side caddy. That's another thing that I'm kind of like tired of, to be honest with you. Having the mag caddy or whatever they call it, that thing for the extra mag. I'm kind of done with it. So these are mainly what I run. It's either like this, light bearing or non-light bearing, and that's it. I'm good. So there's that. This is the reason why the PDP is gone. There's so much to say about this thing, but I'll leave it there for now. And also, well, speaking of things that are gone, on to the sad news. The 509 Tactical is also gone. And the reason for that is I just wasn't shooting it anymore. And I have this gun to blame for it. This is the M&P 2.0 full size. If I have not been shooting my 509 Tactical, it's because of this piece right here. The ergos on this thing is ridiculous. And of course, we're clear. Same story. Floyd's treatment. Magwell. I just grabbed the cheapest Magwell they had on the site. This is, I think it's a competition one. It's not the EDC like this one. They're a little different. This one has a very slim, low profile. I don't know if you can see that. It's very low profile. This one doesn't really care about the word. It's pretty wide for those mag insertions. And it was cheap. It was like 15 coins. So I didn't even think twice about it. I just went with it. Although I'm not into the color, but for some reason it's kind of like growing on me. So am I turning into one of those, you know, anno dudes? I don't know. But we'll see. But yeah, cool thing is, this holster is actually for the full size. So I got it for the full size knowing that I was gonna go back and forth between the two. And yeah, so this is my setup now. I typically train with this and carry this one. And that's pretty much it. And I'm doing the same exact thing with my P10Cs. Again, I think I've reached the point where when I find what works for me, I just stick to it. So with the P10Cs, if you've seen my channel or you've been subscribed long enough, you also know that the CZ P10s are, you know, my bread and butter. So I got the P10C, P10F, and I have the M&P Compact and the M&P full size. That's it. That's what works for me. And of course, from time to time, you'll see me with my SIG because my SIG also works for me. You know, despite all the stuff that are, you know, being put out there, still working for me, and I'm still rocking with it until it stops rocking with me. So yeah, there's that. A little bit of a channel update, something that I wanted to share with y'all. It was hard, it was difficult, especially the 509. I didn't really regret, like when I say good news, PDP gone, I'm really, like, I'm okay with that. It just did not work for me. Just like there are some Glock guys that, you know, they can't shoot anything else than Glocks. They are fine. You know, they're fine with that. They found their home in Glocks. I think I kind of know. Now, I've developed kind of like a palette for certain guns, and I'm happy with that. So it's to the point where, like, when something new comes out, I'm not gonna say I'm annoyed, but it's almost like I'm desensitized to some degree. It's like, there's this new thing that just dropped. I'm not really like phased anymore. It's like, okay, fine. I know what works for me. You know, I'm happy with where I'm at. That type of thing. And I think it's good. You know, hopefully this could help someone that's, you know, in the process of figuring out what works for them. It took me, you know, going through a few guns, shooting a few guns, and spending money on some unnecessary stuff to get to this point. Speaking of unnecessary stuff, can't speak. Speaking of unnecessary stuff, the next video will cover something that I found in chunk ports and all these porting stuff that are not coming out these days, you know, straight from either the manufacturer themselves or, you know, companies that are, you know, just aftermarket companies and stuff like that. It's just my kind of like my opinion on, you know, ports, comps, and all that stuff, just based on some testings that I've, you know, done basic stuff, you know, bro science again with my SIG. So that will probably be the next video, and hopefully that could, you know, save some of y'all some money. You guys take care, be well, God bless.